Alright, he went threw the ball through Karl-Anthony Towns' legs, alright? And then proceeded to fucking poster Kristaps. Like, he went through cat legs, just boom, just threw it down on Kristaps, and it was embarrassing for them. That was Giannis' first basket, by the way. And he did that, like... I can't believe the best stretch center in the league right now, and I mean, as an all-around player, I keep believing him. Well, maybe my brother's son, he broke my headphones. But I feel like people should be getting, like, oh, nice talk on this. Should only be allowed to get, like, a specific amount of everything. Like, a limit to everything. Like, one package of toilet paper. You know, one bottle of hand sanitizer, or maybe two, because some households are bigger, but, like, only one thing of toilet paper. Because, you know, two things of hand sanitizer in a big house will probably last about as long as one thing of toilet paper, if not vice versa. Because it depends on how sanitary your house is. I pulled a Ray Allen. Now it's on the auction house. This is one of the worst games I've played in a while. Brand, J.R. Smith, and Clyde Drexler. These are actually the last two Mewtwo's that they've had. And we can give away both Pros in both games. Why not? Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. Six booster packs here. Get like 4 or 5 booster packs in market. That's a lot of stuff, guys. That's a lot of stuff. Let's go home. And check out no parents, which is really, really surprising. Let's go home. Right now. Let's. Holy family nation. We are back from our hidden Pokemon card hunt. We got stuff to look up right now. I gotta get my checks ordered. And hang it up properly right here on the back wall. Alright, there we go. Now let's get into this Pokemon awesome stuff. Serge Ibaka, not even gonna lie. He's the best rebounder and blocker on my team. However, the only issue is that he isn't that good at, like, scoring. I mean, you know, his playstyle isn't a scoring playstyle, though. He's one of the best defenders that I've seen in the game. Like, you know, statistically, in the way of, like, his ratings isn't that good at defense, but, like, realistically, he is the best defensive card I've had. Now, the thing is that because of this, hold on, I'm just thinking. No, he can run center too, and he can actually play really well against centers, so I was thinking for when I play, like, Unlimited and Domination and stuff, what's my lineup gonna look like? Because I want a starting 5 with, like, really good cards, like Pink Diamond and above. But I was originally thinking that he would run power forward, Siakam would run small forward, Brandon Ingram would run 6-man. But now I think about it, my starting 5 will look like this. Alright, in center, Serge Ibaka. Power forward's gonna be Pascal Siakam. Small forward's Brandon Ingram. Shooting guard is Michael Jordan, and point guard is James Harden. Now that is once I complete the spotlight sim, by the way. Once I complete that sim, I'm going to do all that. I can't believe how good Giannis did one play though. Like just the fact that he actually did something like Kyrie Irving if he could like Kyrie Irving if he had the dunks of Michael Jordan. Or Michael Jordan if he had the hands of Kyrie. Like he did something badass. Because he went through the dude's legs. I'd say Chris Paul-esque because I've seen Chris Paul as like the more of a nutmeg type guy. Like that's Chris Paul's style. Kyrie Irving is just more like cool. But Chris Paul's dribble style and then just turns into Michael Jordan with how he just dunks on everybody. Jordan's logo is probably the best logo out there. Not gonna lie, like it's the best logo out there because the only logo that I've seen where it actually is the player himself doing something as a logo. Of course, the Jumpman logo being, you know, Jordan jumping on the free throw line. So, but I mean, you see all these other logos, like LeBron James is just a crown. It's literally just a crown. And, you know, Giannis, it's G and an A. Kobe, it's like a Mamba logo. I don't know the reason behind Kobe's logo. It's a pretty sick logo, though. In my opinion, it's one of the best logos I've seen from an NBA star. Oh. You know, Shaq is the only other one, and it doesn't really work out that well. Like, Shaq isn't as known for his, you know, dunk. He's known just for being dominant. So, I mean, I guess kind of being known for dunking because he never shot the ball. He only dunked it. And, you know, that's why his logo was like that. But his logo was probably one of the uglier ones, especially since it was like a logo that, again, isn't that iconic. A dunk where you curl up isn't as iconic as, say, you know, a dunk from the free throw line. Which, by the way, this Serge Ibaka should be able to do since this was during his OKC days, which he won a dunk contest. Or no, he was in a dunk contest and he jumped from the free throw line. That was one of the sickest Serge Ibaka moments in his entire career. Like, probably two of his favorite moments, jumping from the free throw line and winning a championship. So, Yeezy 380 missed. Ugh. Lower shipping fees for all buyers and sellers in Canada. Let's see what the shipping fees are. Wow, you actually get like $9.99. Most unusual collabs. Kyrie SpongeBob burger collab. I mean, hey, I definitely get the Kyrie Putt SpongeBobs. Because those are spongy. I'm definitely gonna think, because now I get a shoot at the end of the month if I do something specific. So now I'm seriously thinking that I'm gonna be going with like a shoe on StockX because it's, you know, cheap. Air Force 270. Why Air Force 270s? Those are not nice. Like, folks, I need to add more contracts. The surge. Yeah, but a lot of these are nice as hell. I don't know, I need to get like $10 cheaper for a pair on the Goat app. Like, I need to find a pair that's $10 cheaper on the Goat app than on StockX. Dress drop 350. Boost more 350s. Non-reflective cinder. Those are actually nice. Price drop. So the biggest price drop are the retro UNCs. 358 for my size. I'm just gonna look at nicer ones, you know. And these are still $400. 332 in a size 10. Those aren't even half bad. I definitely caught. But $424 used. They're actually cheaper new than used. That's just sad. Varsity Rugby. 1986 release. I was trying to look at Yeezys. Way too expensive. Top luxury sneakers. None of these are nice. Like, bruh. Like, maybe the Balenciaga Speed Trainer, but like, still. All of these are ugly. $241, not as bad as others. I'm definitely looking for like cheap. 205, not bad again, because considering the price. Let's go with staff picks. Top 20 trending right now. Yes. Red 2019. You can find a pair of 7 youth. I'm looking out for some specifics. So let's see how much some 4s are. 132 for Cool Breeze. 212 for my size. But they're used. Okay, 117. $95. Those have to be ripped to shreds. Alright, they're quite a bit worn. There's some 4s. I mean, $95 though. That is a deal and a half. So, you know. Yeah, let's just see how much some 3. Let's see what the cheapest are. Because I'm looking at $95 for, yeah, probably like, I don't know. I don't know where people are getting $95. That'd definitely be a fake. That's one thing that I know, is that they'd be sending me fakes. They wouldn't be sending me legit shoes. And then let's see how much fives are. And fives are worse. I mean, they're uglier. I don't know. I'll look at them later. Right now, I'm gonna run some 2K. But surprisingly, Amazon is still open. Like, I mean, actually, it's kind of unsurprising because you'd expect that even though they aren't an essential service, they are a company in which you actually stay socially distanced, like, while ordering stuff. Damn, maybe I should just send Lobs to Surge all game. Like, he can score 22 PPGs. Easy. Actually, he will be my second best player on my team. Even though he's only gonna have, like, he only has 3 Hall of Fame badges. That is a very bad amount of Hall of Fame badges for a 6'11", 6'10" power forward. It's weird because Ben Simmons is the same height, however, one is power forward, small forward. How is that? That's Timmy D. That's Big Tim. I just want to see, like, Serge Ibaka poster Tim Duncan. Even though they, as far as I know, never had bad blood, it's like, you know. The weird thing is, nobody really hates a lot of players after, like, they retire. Like, they'll hate them during their career because they'll be, like, way too good and they'll be dominating their team. But once they do something like leave their conference or something, they'll change the course of their season, like us Canadians and LeBron James, because LeBron does an annual beatdown on the Raptors. But, like, you know, once he left the East, nobody can really hate him. He's a really good player. He's an all-star. He's a captain. He's just an overall great player. But when he was on the Cavs, us Raps fans were like, fuck LeBron. Because he literally just stole the championship. Or he stole playoffs from us. Like, we would be top of the East, top of the league. We'd be first or second seed in the league, or in the East specifically. And LeBron would just beat us down in the second round, or, you know, we'd probably end up grabbing, usually we'd grab a 3 or 4 seed, sorry. We'd grab, like, a top 4 seed in the league, or in the conference, sorry. And pretty much if we were in the 4th seed, LeBron would always be in the 1st seed. We would win the 1st round, and he'd just, like, sweep us. And then it's like, you know, but later on, it's like, if we were in a 3rd seed or a 6th seed, and we won the 1st round, LeBron would be in the 2nd seed, and just say, hey, so I'm here to do a beatdown on your team real quick, and just sweep us to get to the conference finals. Pretty much, he'd sweep the Raptors to get to the conference finals. And then the odd chance that we got a 2nd seed and he got a 1st seed, then we would get out in the conference finals. We only have had one NBA Finals appearance, and that was when LeBron started his first season in the West, and we also traded the big thing is we traded for a guy who can defend him good enough in the playoffs that even if he was on the Cavs, and even if the Cavs did snag a higher seed, we probably would have successfully beat them. Because the Cavs this year just sucked. But I mean, that's because they lost LeBron. But we had a player that could guard playoff LeBron. He guarded worse than playoff LeBron. He guarded finals LeBron, which, by the way, yes, there is a difference, because playoff LeBron is just like, he'll do everything to win a series. Finals LeBron is like, he has no chance of choking. He's gonna like average 40 a game, especially prime. Like he as a youngin was able to guard prime finals LeBron, which by the way is harder than like 2016 finals LeBron, since he was slightly out of his prime, but like still in MVP talks and still on the like second team. But like, yeah, people might not know it, but there's different types of LeBrons. I mean, there's 17. Well, plus the Soldiers. That was a crappy shoe joke, but like, there's 2 types of LeBron, or 3 technically. There's like playoff LeBron, or there's regular season LeBron where he'll average his classic, like however many points, however many assists, he's chill. Then there's playoff LeBron, which means that during the playoffs he's going to average over 35 points. Alright. And then there's finals LeBron, which is like, he'll probably average close to 40 in the finals, win the championship, or come in second but bring the game to a long series. Or, 2017 or whatever year they got swept will happen again. I don't know, it was the year that J.R. Smith had his classic fuck-up. Like, the most iconic fuck-up in NBA history was done, and LeBron had a meme made out of it. There was actually a lot of those memes, because it's like, J.R. Smith being a dumbass ended up making not only memes, however, was known as the biggest fuck-up in finals history, from what I know. Because, like, instead of running towards the net, or, like, he could have ran back a little bit, fired a mid-range, won the game. Or he could have even just straight up grabbed the rebound and just put the ball in, like, just dunked it right there. Not grab the rebound, run 30 feet, and then just, bring it to overtime. I mean, the good news is at least the Cavs weren't down. At least they were tied. If the Cavs were down, then that would be the bigger fuck up, because then they lost in regulation. It's worse when you lose in regulation from that fuck up, but I don't like Jordan guys. In my opinion, they're kind of like the uglier Jordan. Or at least they're the ugliest of the 3 best, in my opinion, Jordans. Which, by the way, are the Jordan 3s, 4s, and 5s. Out of those, the Jordan 5s are the ugly. Jordan 4s for the win. I got Bam Adebayo, a guy I don't really like. I don't know why. It's because he shouldn't have been an all-star, and that is my opinion. His rating in 2K is above what I personally would give him. I would not give him as high of a rating as he has right now. I would give him a very low, crappy rating. Let's see. Jordan 4 cars are pretty nice. Jordan 4 Cool Grade 2015. Those are used for 160. What the GS? Again, used for $229. Like, huh? Let's see. I don't know how a pair of Shattered Backboard 1s came out, but like, I guess it's because they are 3.0. Retro top 3, I mean. Jordan 3 mix. Size 10 goes for $309, but these are 170 or 187 for size 17. Those are youth. Those are size 18. Even for size 10, it's $250. I'm gonna look for more basketball style shoes. I'm looking at like Kyrie's. Why not 0.3? I might go some why not 0.2s to be honest. Like, they might be bulky, but they're useful. Very nice. Oh shit, we can't go that. Oh, my back. Why is he going so slow? Like, damn, Surge. Oh, shit. Wait, I thought Kevin Garnett was the tallest. I didn't think Brandon Ingram was 7 foot. He isn't. He's 6'9". He's like 6'7", actually. He isn't as tall as he looks. He's definitely one of those players who looks taller than they are just because he's lanky. It's like, when you see somebody that's lanky, you expect them to be 7 foot or taller. So, Brandon Ingram is lanky, and he's only like 6'9", 6'8", 6'9". Like, you know, he's like, he's close to average NBA height. But then you look at like Kevin Durant, he's 7 foot. Mm-hmm. And he is one of the more lanky players. He's one of the more misproportioned. Well, at least in my opinion. Like, you look at some of the lankiest players of all time, though, and you see, like, Manu Bol. And he is 7'7". And I would classify him as the lankiest player of all time. He is the player with the least amount of bulk. Like, he weighed less than me right now. I'm 5'7". He was 7'7". He was over 2 feet taller than me. I'm saying he was because he's dead, unfortunately. Rest in peace. But he was over 2 feet taller than me. Or like, just under 2 feet taller than me. I'm 5'8", but I can still go by 5'7". Because I'm like, just 5'8" on the dot. But like, Manu Bol was over 2 feet taller than me. And he was like, weighed less than me. I'm not that much overweight. Alright, like, if you are 7'7" and getting bullied in the paint, that isn't good unless you're getting bullied by like the strongest player of all time. Like Will Distill. You shouldn't be getting bullied by anybody in the paint though, if you're 7'7". Like, I don't think Taco gets bullied in the paint. He just is Taco. He's the paint. I saw something. So, the free throw line is 10 feet out, I believe, from the net. So, if the net just, like, came crashing down and Taco's at the free throw line, he could just lie down on his stomach and touch the net. Like, his body with, like, the top of his, like, his standing reach is pretty much the same size as the paint. His wingspan thing stretches across the paint too. Like, if he just stretches his arms out, you know, just like he was about to give somebody a hug. Alright. Here's what would happen if he was stretching his arms out to give somebody a hug in the paint. He would cover the entire paint. Nobody would be able to get by him without getting a foul. In theory. He could draw so many fouls with that. I mean, I don't think he'd want to draw a charge, though, since he's so tall. If he falls backwards and he falls all the way down, then his head's going to hurt. He's going to, like, get a concussion. That just might be weird. Because, like, if we fall down and then we hit our head on the ground, we're going to be, like, fine to an extent. We'll probably be quite a bit hurt. Like, our head will hurt. But for him, he's going to get a straight concussion. Just from falling. I'm pretty sure you can get a concussion from, you know, just from walking, I'm pretty sure. Because, like, I saw him on draft night, and, bro, the hotel was shorter. The hotel was about the same height as him. The ceiling was about 7'6". And since he's 7'7" in shoes, man bonked his head. Like, man had to, like, lower his head to walk through a hall. Is that bad, or is that just, like, really fucking interesting? That's interesting as hell. Like, I just need that to be clear here. A very interesting fact about Taco is that he can hit his head just by walking through some hotels. And he also has to crouch to get under every door because he can see the top of the door just standing straight up. He also has to sit down to take a shower. Imagine that. Like, I can stand up and still have plenty of space between me and my shower. Taco probably has to, like, either A, crouch, or B, sit down in the shower. Like, you know how your parents would kneel down when you were a kid just to, like, explain something? They'd go on one knee just to try and even out with your height. So, you know, they could at least be relatively looking you in the face. Well, Taco Fall can do that. But he has to do that to 6-foot people. Oh, Kyrie Irving just broke his like son's ankles. Oh my god, that was nasty. So it's Steph Curry. He's like doing trick shots with golf. Kyrie Irving's breaking some kid's ankles. That's clearly not current Kyrie Irving. That's obviously a past one. Trae Young's shooting socks into a laundry basket. And then on a week-long bender, James Harden. Normal people. Oh, that's messed up. Like, these twin brothers just both found out that they aren't the father of their kids. Tut, 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 tut. White people. Nobody cares about Corona team. Give me a minute. What the hell? I put Miss Harris pussy stinks. This person put this teacher's pussy stinks as his Kahoot. Hmm. Found pickle bread recipe online. What the hell is pickle bread?
There's like 102 days of summer left. Let's make a cure for coronavirus. Yeah, can I get this list of hazardous chemicals? Aren't you guys a little young to have hazardous chemicals? Yeah, we totally are. I'm like 10 years old. I don't really care. Here you go. I hate my job anyways. Agent Payne was a turtle for some reason. You must stop Doofenshmirtz. It is Corona-inator. Sir, do you want chicken nuggets? Carl, shut up! Talk to Agent P. Oh my god, you guys are so busted. Forgot you can record stuff. Yes, Candace. Mom, did you see the video I sent you? Phineas and Ferb are finding the cure for the coronavirus. Oh my god, that's amazing. You know how many lives we can save? How much money we can make? Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. No one can snap on my ending. Nice advertisement. Let's pretend I'm a cop. I'll pattern detect those goddamn hats. There's like 100.
Okay.
Whoa, why did you do it? Oh, you do? I'm gonna sue McDonald's for that. No, I'm serious. Are you the manager? Oh. Oocha baba, oopa chubba. Ooh. What the hell are you doing? You were gonna wear that.
Well, I guess I'm gonna relax for a bit during quarantine. Everybody's eating. I mean, everybody truly does have to eat during quarantine. This might be the game where Surge scores a lot. Because she's going up against Pippin. But, you know, Jordan's going up against T-Mac, which is a very hard to beat opponent. Shit, that's a really good blocker. Surge wrestling for a rebound, nobody's gonna win except for your boy Ibaka. Oh, that would have been sick had he known how to catch the ball. I mean, the sad part is that Giannis could have caught the ball there. Just they had gone there in time. And this is gonna be one of the games where I'm just gonna bully. I'm gonna bully them in the paint because T-Mac is way too hard to bully Jordan because, you know, they're both really good, but like pretty much they cancel each other out. You know, they're canceling each other out here. You know what I'm saying? So if there's any fast breaks, that's how. Wait, so who scored that? Like, huh? Yeah, Serge just did that. Like, what was that play? Like, Giannis, I swear, just went up and under, like, entered from below, and then went down. It's like, it was about to enter from below, but then Giannis, like, swatted it. And it somehow counted. I swear, these people need to stop doing flashy dunks when they are not known as flashy dunkers. That was a really nice play because this is probably going to be the only time that Jordan scores on T-Mac, which is a three-pointer, which is actually really needed. Like, I'm gonna have to get T-Mac to swap and go to somebody different for Jordan to score now. Like, you see, T-Mac had Giannis guarding him, so that's how he scored. Alright, let's see. Can I get by T-Mac? Yeah, no. So what you do is you call for the pick, and then you ghost, and I'm switched on to Jonathan Isaac, even though that might not have been the best idea since Serge Ibaka would end up being open in the paint. He thought he was going to get an easy bucket. Guess again, bitch. Serge needs his rebounds. Ooh, wide open. From the 3. You see, he cancels him out. Oh, that would have been sick had it gone in. You see, that 3 from Jordan earlier was very useful because right now it would be a tie game had it not gone in. Actually, maybe not. It would have been me down by 1. Or 2. Alright, now time to bully a young Jonathan Isaac in the paint. Oh shit. Yeah, never mind. Maybe we don't bully him in the paint because he ended up bullying Serge Ibaka. I mean, Jonathan Isaac got the last laugh there. I swear if he hit that one, just said don't just let one of the players deep fades. I get it if you have a good dunk stat and you start driving and your player has dunk tendencies that you're gonna dunk it, but I don't get those players who just, you know, go for a flashy ass dunk when their player has never been a flashy dunker. Like, I think you should only be able to flashy dunk had you ever been in a dunk contest. So, you know, the only 2 players here, no, 3 here who can actually do flashy dunks are Giannis, Serge, and Jordan, because you didn't know Serge free throw line dunked in a dunk contest when he was on Thunder, so actually this card would be that card when he was able to do that. And Giannis is Giannis is in a dunk contest. He was in like a dunk contest where he didn't do garbage during it. Damn it. I could have shot a 3 this entire time. And 1. Love it. This stream for a bit, guys. Peace.